I blew it. I have like 4 new G Fuel flavors coming in the mail, and I forgot to tell them that I moved. So it was supposed to be delivered on Friday, and obviously I don't live at my apartment anymore, so they didn't get delivered. So now they're in the process of being like forwarded or sent back, and then G Fuel sending me a new flavor that's coming out to my other address, and it's just a nightmare. Why am I dumb? On top of that, the Timberwolves got murdered last night. Starting to debate, was it even worth it to win the play-in? Probably not. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and happy Monday. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bold or hot prediction for every NFL team. I want to say thank you so much to everybody who participated in my tweet. I asked you guys to give me recommendations for either channel and you guys loaded me up. Couple quick things before we start the video. 1, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And 2, if you're 18 years or older, head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. But remember, guys, always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Alright guys, so here we are at the list and I got nothing to explain. So my first team I'm going to be giving a bold prediction about is the Cardinals, and that is that they will finish with the worst record in football. Especially if D-Hop goes away, Buddha gets the trade he's requested, Kyler's not available for half the season, their defense is going to suck, like it's going to be miserable. After the Cardinals, we got the Titans. I think they are going to Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill. Essentially what that means is I think that they're already kind of trending towards parting ways with him, and this year they're going to do really bad. And halfway through it, they're not going to know who to blame, so they're just going to bench the quarterback. Hey, some of these got to be bold. After the Titans, we got the Chiefs, and this one is going to be not bold, because this is like one of the 4 or 5 teams I didn't really have anything to say about. So my bold prediction for them is that they are finally going to have a 1,000-yard rusher while Patrick Mahomes is their quarterback. I don't believe they've done that before. Obviously, I think Pacheco is the guy to do it. Crazy prediction. Moving on, we got the Broncos. Double-digit wins and playoff bound. From the coach to the quarterback to the running backs to the receivers to the cornerbacks to the linebackers to the defensive ends. The team has got what they need to win. That brings us to the Jets. This is 9:55 in the morning on April 17th, so please take that into account if you're watching this at a later date. But my bold prediction as of right now for the Jets is they are not going to land Aaron Rodgers. It's been a month. What is the holdup here? Moving on, we got the Bengals. My prediction for them is that T. Higgins will out-receive Jamar Chase in yardage, and no, I'm not saying he's better than Jamar. I'm just saying with how the team was trending last year, with how defenses are literally putting game plans around Jamar Chase, opportunities for T. Higgins are going to continue to open up. I think he's going to get lit up. I think at the end of this year, especially since he almost did it last year, he will have more yards than Jamar Chase. Up next, we got the Browns. They are going to the playoffs. I think even with Deshaun Watson still being mediocre, the team could potentially make it. People see them as the worst team in that division. I see them as arguably the best. I don't know. Like, I might sound crazy. Their defense is good. Their offense is potentially an A+. They'll go somewhere this year. Up next, we got the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence will be an MVP candidate this year. I've been a fan of him since he was drafted. I gave him the benefit of the doubt when Urban was his coach. It looked like I and a lot of other people were right on that. He's only going to continue to do better. He's only going to continue to get more comfortable. He's going to make more plays like he did in college. He is going to be a superstar. Moving on, we got the Lions, and I got a 3-1 for you. Not only are they going to make the playoffs, but they are going to win the NFC North. And they are gonna win a playoff game. Moving on, we got the Patriots. And here's my bold prediction. Just with everything circulating around what I've heard about Mac in the locker room and everything, I bet at some point during this season, Carson Wentz starts a game for the Patriots as the quarterback. Hey! I don't want to hear it. If he doesn't go to the Jets, there's a chance he goes to the Patriots, man. He is a Belichick type of quarterback. Another prediction on the Patriots, I think they'll bottom the East. Now we're on to the Dolphins. This one's kind of lazy too, but regarding chosen Robbie Anderson, their newest signing, I think he does absolutely nothing. And when I say absolutely nothing, I'm talking under 300 receiving yards and he won't even have a touchdown. Up next, we got the Vikings. Oh, yes. Some of you already know what I'm going to say, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds to guess it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 4 3/4, 4 5/8. That's less than 4 3/4. I'm an idiot. 5. Justin Jefferson is going to break the single season receiving record. Not only is he going to do that, but he's going to break 2,000 receiving yards. Take it to the bank. Moving on, we got the Eagles. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown will combine for 3,000 receiving yards. They were like 300 off this year, maybe less. Moving on, we got the Bucks. They will fire Todd Bowles by midseason. That honestly might just go down into guarantees. Yeah, bold promises. There's no way he will be the coach the whole whole year. They're gonna see exactly who he is without Tom Brady, and they're gonna go, wow. I could even see Bruce coming back. I don't know. Now we're on to the 49ers. Bold promise here too. This is a bold promise. Sam Darnold will be the starting quarterback at some point for the team, whether it's injury or whether it's skill. He will be the starter. I was ready to give that one out, man. I was waiting. That was one of the first ones I had. Now we're on to the Ravens. I think every person in that fan base is gonna hate that Odell Beckham signing. I know I sound like an Odell hater, and I am not. I will never be an Odell hater. I have his jersey on the wall. I have a PSA 10 of him stashed away for the future. They just paid him too much, and that's not the right team for him. Up next, we got the Steelers. Kenny Pickett's gonna throw, I was gonna say 30, but that sounds ridiculous. He's gonna throw at least 25 touchdowns. That might even sound ridiculous to some people, but he's gonna do it. Now we're on to the Raiders. By midseason, there will be at least one SportsCenter clip of Devontae Adams screaming at Josh McDaniels. On to the Falcons. My Falcon friend, I think, has injected me with a little bit of the Kool-Aid, but we'll say 10 wins here. If Desmond is not bad, even if he is, Heineke is capable of it, they got a defense that's able to hold. If they put up points like they did last year, man, they're gonna win 10 games. And now we're on to Chicago. Justin Fields will throw for 3,000 yards and he will run for another 1,000. He ran for 1,000 last year. They just added DJ Moore. I mean, I could see him having a ridiculously good year. Now we're on to Buffalo. Kind of like the Chiefs, I think James Cook is gonna hit 1,000 yards, and that's really unheard of for a Bill, especially with Josh as a quarterback. But I'm also gonna go ahead and say James Cook will have 10 total touchdowns on top of that, receiving and rushing. Moving on, we got Dallas. I think they win the East. I think Brandon Cooks is going to help them massively, and I think, too, their run game with Tony Pollard is going to pick up a lot because there is going to be no more pressure, no more obligation to run Zeke. He's not there. I think this team got better during the offseason, definitely offensively. And I know that sounds bad when I just ranked their fan base for being cocky, but, you know, maybe they're not this year. Moving on, we got the Saints. This one might be the hottest of them all. Derek Carr will lead the league in passing this year. Also, with Dennis Allen is a terrible coach, they're going to be down. They're going to be needing to throw constantly, man. It's going to happen. Now we're on to the Texans. They will not bottom out their division. That is a bold promise. Next up, we got the Colts, and I think Jonathan Taylor and Shaq Leonard are going to be competing with each other for comeback player of the year. Teams like that are so bad, it's easy to stand out on if you're above average. Shaq Leonard is arguably the best linebacker in the game, and JT's a top 10 running back. They're going to get a lot of eyes. And now we are on to the Rams. Another kind of lame one, but I got Cam Akers going over 1,000 rushing yards. I think he's going to be good. And I think that, well, it's a prediction, so I got to be confident. At some point during this year, Matt Stafford will be traded. Okay, before we finish up, we got breaking news. Jalen Hurts just signed a 5-year, $255 million extension with Philadelphia. So, wow, and good for him. Anyway, we are on to the Chargers. I apologize profusely, but you're missing the playoffs. With Denver getting a lot better and Staley remaining in charge there, I'm sorry, but Moving on, we got Washington. By mid-season, neither Jacoby Brissett or Sam Howell or anybody in that locker room right now is going to be the quarterback. I don't know why. Something just seems off there. I don't know if it's trade. I don't know what's going to happen, but someone else is going to be in charge there. That brings us to the Panthers. J.C. Horn will lead the league in interceptions. Moving on, we got Seattle, and this one I apologize on. I thought, and I just can't come up with anything crazy for him. So I'm going to say Pete Carroll chews over 1,000 sticks of gum. Now we're on to the Giants. Daniel Jones will have over 30 touchdowns total using his legs and passing. And finally, we got Green Bay. I don't know what's going on with Rodgers, but I'm still under the impression that Jordan Love is going to be the starter there. And my prediction is that he is going to be good. I believe when he gets to actually start and be the man there, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable for the first year. But he's going to show the benefit of what you get when you sit behind one of the all-time greats for 2-3 seasons. And that is it for me giving a bold prediction for every NFL team. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is also where I'm going to stop it for the day. If you guys enjoyed this, you already know what to do. Show any support. I appreciate it. However, with everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, I will see you in the next video.